I poured 16 ounces or 1 pound of black beans in my pot, and I'm going to soak it overnight. Make sure you do not skip this step. So after about 12 hours of soaking, this is what it should look like. And now we're gonna drain this water and add fresh water to the pot. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the 5 cups of water. So now that we've added our fresh water, I put a half of a green pepper in the pot, and now I'm going to bring this to a boil. I'm gonna cover and reduce to a simmer for about an hour, and make sure you stir frequently. Okay, so at this point, this has been simmering for about an hour. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make sofrito, which is the onion, garlic, and green pepper with olive oil. And I'll show y'all that in just a second. So first you're gonna add your 2 tablespoons of oil to your pan. And then once it gets hot, you're going to add your garlic, green pepper, and onion mixture, and you're gonna saute. So here are my veggies sauteing. I'm not gonna lie, I tend to go heavy on the green pepper just because we like that flavor, but you can put a little bit less green pepper if you want to. I'll wait till this is translucent, and once that's done, I'll add the rest of the seasonings and spices. So my veggies have been sauteing, and now I'm gonna add the rest of my seasonings to the mixture. I'm also gonna add another tablespoon of olive oil just because it's gotten a little bit dry, so I wanna make sure that everything mixes really well together. So you'll mix it really good. The spices that I added were the cumin, oregano, the sugar, the salt, the pepper, and the 3 chicken cubes. Forget about your bay leaf. And stir it around real good. The next step is we're gonna take some of the beans that have been simmering, and we're gonna use a slotted spoon to drain some of the liquid, and we're gonna add it to your veggies and spices. So when you have the beans in here, you're gonna go ahead and mash them into the seasonings and the spices. Again, this is just 1 spoonful. I do recommend using a wooden spoon to do this. I couldn't actually find mine, so I'm using plastic, but I just feel like the wooden spoon kind of mashes it a little bit better. You can see the beans are mashing up in there. It smells so good. My fire's a little bit too high, so I'm gonna turn it down. Now what you're gonna do is you're going to add these contents back into the big pot. I normally would not do it this way, but just because of filming purposes, this is how I'm doing it. But and now what you're gonna do is stir. Now, at this point, you can see that it's very liquidy. I say to add 2 cups of water, but you can see how liquidy it is. At this point, I would not add any more water. You want this to cook some more, and you also want this to thicken. I'm also going to take out these larger pieces of green pepper. Grab some tongs for that. So just stir this up really well, and you're going to reduce the heat, simmer, and let it cook for about, I would say at this point, you're going to cook it for about another 60 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it to see how it's doing. Okay, so it's simmered for another 60 minutes, and then I stirred it, and I actually simmered it again for another about 30 to 45 minutes. And you can tell when it's ready when you taste the bean, it's nice and soft, and you feel like all the flavors have meshed together. And next video will be the final product with the white rice. Now we're ready to pour the beans over the rice, and it's done. And voila, dinner is served.